Hey guys, I hope you can see this image okay. It looks pretty dark on my screen. And I must apologize for the tripod mounted camera and not hand holding it for the time being. But I'm excited, man. And before I get into this whole thing, to any of you guys that have commented over the past week, I'm sorry I haven't replied to your comments. I've been open with my psych condition, and this new round of meds is starting to take effect. I don't know if you watched my last video about the subject, but I no longer feel like running away, thank God. But what I do feel is very remote. I feel distant and remote, but I'm starting to feel like myself again. So I'm going to try to catch up with the comments in the next 2 days, couple days. I'll try my best. So what happened that got me so excited was the CQ 160 meter contest CW edition that ran this weekend. And I'm not a contester. I like to search and pounce. I like to work states and see how many states I can total. And I never enter the results. Sometimes I do it QRO, sometimes QRP. I'm just now getting into doing the same using single sideband. But yeah, so this weekend, last night I decided to see who I could work using my 80 meter end-fed Wonder Wire antenna. And I'll show you my unun in a minute, but it didn't even come into play, and you'll see why. So this is the contest I worked in. Look at this awful heap. It's a heap. It's a heap. Goodbye. Well, look at this useless little feature of Linux, Mint Linux version 20.1 that I'm running. And if I put my pointer on the title bar of a window and roll my scroll wheel down, I can make the window become transparent. See? But I can't show you the full effect. Boy, am I being an a-hole. What's behind there? I got a map to show you, man. But before we do that, man, I want to show you my unun. Ready for some seasickness? So here's my latest unun, but it doesn't even come into play when I'm using top band because I just clip my wire there. And I use the end fed as a quarter wave radiator. It's basically shaped like an upside down and backwards Nike swoop. Hang on, man. I'm excited. Before I show you my map and my results, I gotta boast. I've gotta boast and brag about garbage in my yard. Hang on. All right, man. Once again, I can't see squat. Man, it's freezing out here. I didn't even bother to put my coat on. Let's go for a field trip, man, because I gotta brag. I gotta brag. Yard's full of my shit hits the fan wire antennas, but the Nike swoop, you've seen it before. Whoop, up it goes, and then down, right? And the counterpoise wires are the feature garbage of this video. They come down out of the shack window to ground level. They head that way, two of them. That's about 40 or 50 or 60 feet. Who knows? Who cares? Then one heads that way for about 100 feet, and one goes that way for 100 feet. That's due west, that's due east, and the only southern component of the counterpoise is this run here of those two wires, right? Now, if I turn around backwards, one runs up there, runs down here. Man, my feet are freezing, man. Oh, man. And runs down the deck and down there and ends way down there, right? So there you go, man. That's my garbage counterpoise wires. Now I'll show you the results. What happened last night. Hey, you little strange fella. You just chilling? Yeah, me too, man. Hang on. Phone? Hang on. Ooh, boy, are these little mini manic phase. Boy, are they fun. Good times, man. So here's my map, man. And there's my map. That's who I worked last night. I was operating for 2 hours. And, let me find a pointer for Buzz. Oh, man, Utah and Arizona? Oh, yeah, I'll take that with my Nike swoosh 80-meter end fed in quarter wave mode with my crap counterpoise. I'll take it, man. And I'll also take Mexico, and I'll also take the Cayman Islands and the Virgin Islands and most of the eastern seaboard. Oddly, the Carolinas and Georgia were elusive, as was Maine. But there you go. I show you something. I show you. Hang on, I show you. Oh, man, you can't see anything in here. I wonder if I can make this. I can. What do you know? I changed horses midstream. Anyway, not recommended. Not recommended. I like to keep. You know what happened, man? I was just going to make 4 or 5 calls, right? Log them later. And yeah, I got into it, man. I felt it, man. I felt it. The spirit. The top man spirit. And I kept going, man. Now I've got to enter them all by hand. So there's page 1. You like this is a new feature of my landfill of a YouTube channel. It's a landfill, guys. There's page 2, and dang, man. And now I've got to log it all. But more importantly, the fun I had, man. On Top Band, I saw that article on Ham. He's a ham. About the easiest route to Top Band, and man, I begged it differed then, and I made a video about it, a crappy video about it, and I begged to differ now in this crappy video. I worked 2 hours. I worked 20 states, 4 DXCC entities, and 40 contacts. That's not bad, man. Aw, man, come on, man. That's not bad, seriously. 20 contacts per hour. That's a contact every 3 minutes. And I could have easily have upped that by another third. Maybe doubled it, but the first hour I was going hot and heavy, searching and pouncing, man. But the second hour, I stopped cranking out contacts. I feel silly saying that. I'm not Fred. Sorry, Fred. You didn't deserve that, man. But it's true, you do. Anyway, anyway. So the second hour, I just looked for states. And if I found one, I tried to work them. And so I basically worked everybody I tried calling except for a couple. And man, I had a good old time. What I'm thinking of doing, on another note, is, let me switch to my other desktop, showing the features of CQR log for Linux. It's astounding. I love this logger. It's not for contesting. It can be networked, but it doesn't have special setups for the various contests. But it's easy, Enter the call, tab, enter. And use log. Unless I have to enter a stupid serial number. Anyway, CQR log for Linux. I can show the features if anybody's interested. I dearly love that logger. I've tried others, and I like others. But for me, the way I use ham radio, and the fact that I don't even own a Windows machine, kind of limits me. So anyway, I hope this video was of some inspiration to those who stumble upon it and those who watched it intentionally. And I thank both groups from the bottom of my heart. And I do appreciate you guys' comments, even if sometimes I drift away a little bit. And but things are on an upward slope. And anyway, you know what, man? If you have an 80-meter end fed, you also have a 160-meter antenna. That's the easiest route to top band. You already have it if you have an 80-meter end fed. Anybody can throw those counterpoise wires on the ground. Mine are laying on the ground under that snow, but the snow doesn't affect their performance. Anyway, I hope you're well. I wish you well, to you and your family and the creatures that you include in your family, in your homes. 73, guys. Take care.